Hello there. I hope this finds you doing well. This was a reading that I lost the audio. So if you're finding this, I hope you pay attention. First card we have is the Mother of Knives. Ooh, my ear is ringing. And this is out of the Hoodoo Tarot. And in the Mother of Knives, the Mother of Knives is depicted here as a member of two prestigious secret societies, the Grand United Order of Oddfellows and the Order of the Eastern Star. The town I grew up in, a small town in Missouri, we had the Oddfellows old home, as we called it, and my great grandmother and great aunt had connections to that. Let me continue. In addition to the church, mutual aid, secret societies, and fraternal and sororital organizations were the backbone of Black American communities between the 18th and 20th century. Unlike women of other races, Black women were welcome to participate and were respected as powerful leaders and influencers of many of these organizations. Here, the Mother of Knives is a powerful bibliomancer who uses the Bible as a guide. This Mother of Knives is an archetype, is a warrior queen. She is perceptive, analytical, forthright, witty, independent, resilient, highly intelligent, deep, and sets clear boundaries. And this, my friends, is, I believe we may need to be going back to this in our society here in the United States. Our ancestors are just telling us that this was before we had social service nets and agencies provided by the government, Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, so on and so forth. We had to take care of each other. And in addition, they're saying, to the church, mutual aid, secret societies, there was fraternal societal organizations, and the Oddfellows was one of them. The Order of the Eastern Star, that is the female counterpart to it just flipped my mind. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, so like we took care of the ones that were less fortunate, that are disabled, are elderly. We took care of it without nursing homes like we have that are paid for by Medicaid. When I say it was the Oddfellows old home, it was paid for by that fraternal and societal order, right? It wasn't paid for by the government. So we may have to go back to this, is what our ancestors are saying. And so in this reading, there were two mothers that came out. And on the other side of you, this is you in the middle, is the Mother of Baskets. And this is Chloe Russell, was first known author of a hoodoo dream book in the early 19th century, and is depicted here as a Mother of Baskets. According to legend, Chloe was a Fluani woman born in 1745 who was abducted from Africa at age 9 and enslaved in Virginia. After being freed by her captor, she worked for 30 years as a seer. There are doubts that Chloe ever existed, but that just adds to the mystery. Planetary magic squares have been popular with the occultists for centuries. As root workers began to have more access to Western occult knowledge, many began to incorporate them in their work. This one is the square of the moon. The mother of baskets represents a compassionate mother. She is empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, and loving. Your ancestors are saying they're here to support you. And don't be afraid. Your intuition is on point and it's here to guide you. And there is something to do with red flowers, red roses, red annuals of some sort that they are showing you. This is how you recognize them. Where the flowers grow, two is sticks. Let me read this. This is the man in the card depicts Dr. Sandy Jenkins, root worker, who gave Frederick Douglass a root to protect him from being abused by a sadistic overseer. Douglass was never bothered by the man again. Sandy is shown gazing out by the St. Miles River in Maryland. You need to step up your protection, but they are offering it to you. This is about partnerships, planning for the future, speaking your mind, progress, new inventions, ambitious, being unafraid to go against the grain, deciding to travel or move overseas, and the power to persuade and influence people. With great power comes great responsibility, but we do it for the good of all and the harm of none. The harm of none. Because look, this is the Son of Sticks. Shows off his six-fingered left hand as he triumphantly holds up a stick with his right one. He is not ashamed of being polydactyl. In fact, he's proud of it. Polydactylism, dark Mongolian spots, webbed fingers and toes, and being born with a cowl all over one's face were the physical signs that indicated a natural talent for root working. The Son of Sticks' ability to do highly effective crosswork or hexes is evident by the fact that his extra digit is on his left hand. The left hand has long been associated with the deeper mysteries, the devil or black magic, depending on who you ask. The salamander and the red pygmy rattlesnake symbolize the sun's power. The Son of Sticks represents youthful vigor. On the positive side, he is loyal, idealistic, creative, enthusiastic, solution-based, fearless, independent, and loves to learn. But he can also be unreliable, pushy, indecisive, confused, selfish, lazy, or even a real downer who always prefers to discuss and emphasize unpleasant things. So make sure that you are staying on the positive side of the Son of Sticks. You make sure that you don't always be the Debbie Downer, right? I know that you live in a very serious world when you're a seer or a light worker or just working in the spiritual realm. And if you're here listening to tarot, you are, right? And self-improvement, whatever that work is for you, deconstruction, I don't know. Whatever you're doing some sort of work, and it's not easy. But we have to stay on this positive side and embrace what is different. What is different is is the outward appearance. That's with our gifts. Really. We have so many more gifts. We are divinely protected by 2 divine mothers. We are being shown that we have our spiritual gifts, and we are probably, something about us is physically different or othered, and that is actually a sign of our spiritual giftedness. And we need to step up our spiritual protection. That's the message I wanted to get out to you. And really, to think back, we may need to go back to this. We may very well need to go back to these the administration in the White House in the United States has and is continuing to take away all the safety nets from the most vulnerable. So we need to go back to taking care of our own. Just real talk. That's the message of the Mother of Knives. I hope you all found messages here. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks so much for joining me. Have the most blessed day.